Hello guys, my name is Aaron Collins and this is another rendition to me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. I hope everyone's doing well. So once again, Donald Trump has managed to put his entire foot in his mouth. In his latest verbal diatribe against the American public, and really humanity in general, he managed to disrespect a grieving widow. U.S. Army Sargent David Johnson and 3 other service members were killed when they were ambushed by terrorists while on tour of duty in the African nation of Niger. I'm sure by now everyone has seen the images on the news of the grieving widow, Frederica Johnson, draped over the flag-draped casket of her late husband, with her 2 children and pregnant with a 3rd. Now, I've covered this before about Trump, but as the commander-in-chief, you're supposed to exercise a certain group of morals, a certain maturity when holding this office. He managed to tell her, when he was supposed to be consoling her, he told her, well, he knew what he was getting himself into. Of course, I'm paraphrasing it, but he said something along those lines. Now, there was no hint of any comforting, no hint of, I'm sorry for your loss, nothing like that at all. As a matter of fact, instead of softening the blow, he managed to pour salt on a gaping wound. However, this is not the first time that Trump has been accused of being disrespectful and just verbally rude toward people. You know, I've covered this in another video in the past, how his response was toward Puerto Rico. And then in another video, I mentioned how he just disrespected the moms of the NFL players that were kneeling. Donald Trump has really managed to piss off just about the entire nation because of his mouth. Now, I will say that I realize he has the gift of gab. He does have a mouthpiece on him, true enough. But sometimes that mouthpiece of his can really offend people with the things he says. Just because you're the President of the United States does not give you a right to just trash people verbally. Doesn't give you the right to say what you want to say and expect no repercussions from it. This woman has to live the rest of her life and her children without a husband or a father. I don't know of any sitting president that has disrespected grieving service members, widows, and spouses. I don't know of any sitting president that has called the moms of grown men bitches. I don't know of any sitting president that has blamed the residents of a territory or a state for a natural disaster striking them. However, Trump has managed to do all three. And he does it so well. It's basically like, instead of putting out fires, he adds more fuel to it. As a commander-in-chief, when you take that office, I know there's a certain oath you even have to take. Of course, you have to uphold the nation. You have to uphold the citizens of this nation. Steve Harvey once made a statement when he was curtailing Snoop Dogg. He said that you have to respect the office of the president. Let me let you in on a little secret. Trump himself doesn't even respect the office of the president. I mean, he sits around tweeting all day, and not to mention actively being under investigation. But I'm drifting away from the topic. This woman lost her husband. The children lost their father. There is no way in the world that he should have even said that to her. It's one of the most controversial things that he's ever done as a sitting president. And in my opinion, I think he owes her an apology. To tell her that her husband knew what he was signing on for was like the ultimate slap in the face. Basically, it's telling her that the sacrifice that her husband made was nothing. He died. Oh well, get over it. That's basically what he was saying to her. He was telling her that her children growing up without their father is nothing. That she living the rest of her life without her husband coming home ever again is nothing. And then to further add insult to injury, he had to have a closed casket funeral. So she didn't even have the luxury of even viewing her husband one last time to at least get some form of closure. And yet, you wonder why people are kneeling during this anthem. See, this is bigger, way bigger than respecting the flag, respecting the anthem. This is way bigger than all of that. Because see, I'm from the old school, and the thing I was taught is that in order to get respect, you have to give respect. Respect is not just something that you just take or get because you hold a certain office or position. It's not something you get because you wear a certain uniform. You have to earn respect. Apparently, Mr. Trump has not gotten that memo. So anyway, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Let me know what you think. Should President Trump apologize, man up, and acknowledge the service that not only her husband, but the other 3 service members did as well? Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. hit the bell icon below so you can be notified whenever I drop another video. And also, everyone, just announcing again that I have a goal that at the end of this year I want to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and I could use your help. So this is my rant, and just want everyone to know that God loves you. I love you. Let's do life.